Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Four-Year Starters Daily Lineup. I'm your host, bringing you the latest and greatest news from the world of sports. Today is July 1st, a day that holds a special place in the hearts of athletes and fans alike. Did you know that on this day in 1916, legendary baseball player George Babe Ruth hit his first career home run? Talk about a grand slam moment in sports history. Now let's dive into our lineup for today's show. First up, we have a headline that will surely make Mavericks fans jump for joy. Kyrie Irving, the electrifying point guard, has signed a lucrative contract to stay with the Dallas Mavericks. This blockbuster move has sent shockwaves through the basketball community and will break down the implications of Irving's decision and what it means for the Mavericks' championship aspirations. Will this signing be a game-changer for Dallas or just another foul ball? We'll find out. Next on the docket, we'll shift our focus to the gridiron as we evaluate the NFL team's off-season success and identify the early Super Bowl contenders. The NFL offseason is a time of high-stakes maneuvers, with teams jostling to strengthen their rosters and make a run at the Lombardi Trophy. We'll analyze the key moves, highlight the winners and losers, and determine which teams have positioned themselves as formidable forces in the upcoming season. Will any dark horses emerge from the pack, or will the perennial powerhouses maintain their dominance? Get ready for some hard-hitting analysis. So, grab your headphones, buckle up, and get ready to join us on this wild sports ride. We've got a jam-packed lineup that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's time to step up to the plate and hit a home run with Four-Year Starters Daily Lineup. Welcome back to the Sports Buzz podcast, where we bring you the latest and greatest headlines from the world of sports. Today, we've got a lineup of stories that will surely leave you on the edge of your seat. So grab your popcorn and let's dive right in. Story number 1 takes us to the Big Apple, where the New York Mets find themselves at a crossroads. With the trade deadline fast approaching, the Mets must dig deep and assess their chances of contention. It's a pivotal moment for the team, as they face tough decisions that could shape their future. Will they swing for the fences or play it safe? Only time will tell. Moving on to story number 2, we head down to the Lone Star State, where the Texas Rangers have made a power move. In a bid to strengthen their bullpen, they've acquired Aroldis Chapman from the Kansas City Royals. This trade has certainly raised some eyebrows, as the Rangers give up 2 promising minor leaguers in exchange for the fireball-throwing closer. Will this move pay off for the Rangers? We'll soon find out. And finally, we turn our attention to the world of broadcasting. ESPN, the sports media giant, is facing significant layoffs of on-air personalities. The dynamic of their NFL coverage is set to change with the departure of well-known figures such as Todd McShay and Steve Young. It's a shakeup that will undoubtedly have an impact on sports fans around the globe. How will ESPN adapt to these changes? Only time will reveal the new faces and voices that will grace our screens. Well, folks, that's all we have for today's episode of the Sports Buzz podcast. We've covered some major stories that are sure to cause a stir in the sports world. Stay tuned for more updates and analysis as our favorite teams and athletes continue to amaze us with their incredible feats. Until next time, keep that sports spirit alive and remember, it's all about the thrill of the game. In a major move for the Dallas Mavericks, free agent guard Kyrie Irving has agreed to a 3-year, $126 million contract to remain with the team. The deal includes a player option for the 3rd season, providing flexibility for Irving's future. This signing marks a significant commitment from the Mavericks to the talented guard as they aim to improve their chances of contending for the Western Conference title. Irving's decision to re-sign with the Mavericks comes after a tumultuous season with the Brooklyn Nets. The guard had requested a trade in February, leading to his eventual move to Dallas. Despite recent controversies surrounding his refusal to get vaccinated and spreading anti-Semitic material, Irving is still regarded as one of the league's top players. With his scoring prowess and playmaking skills, he adds a valuable dimension to the Mavericks lineup. Last season, Irving played 20 games with the Mavericks, averaging an impressive 27.0 points, 6.0 assists, 5.0 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game. His partnership with Luka Doncic, the team's star player, showed promise at times, including a game where they combined for 82 points in a win against the Philadelphia 76ers. However, the Mavericks' lack of talent around the duo was evident, and they failed to make the playoffs. The Mavericks' ability to address their roster shortcomings in free agency will play a crucial role in determining their potential as a playoff threat. With financial flexibility, the team made strategic moves, including absorbing the contract of Richaun Holmes from the Sacramento Kings. This commitment to improving the supporting cast demonstrates the Mavericks' belief in Irving's on-court abilities. Irving's arrival in Dallas came after failed extension talks with the Brooklyn Nets, leading to his trade request. The Nets ultimately chose to retain Kevin Durant and traded Irving to the Mavericks. Although the partnership between Irving and Doncic did not result in immediate success, the Mavericks are hopeful that with better chemistry and an improved roster, they can make a strong push for the Western Conference title in the upcoming season. In conclusion, Kyrie Irving's decision to re-sign with the Dallas Mavericks on a lucrative contract signifies the team's belief in his on-court abilities. Despite the off-court controversies surrounding him, Irving remains a top-tier player in the NBA. With his scoring prowess and partnership with Luka Doncic, the Mavericks are eager to improve their performance and contend for the Western Conference title in the upcoming season. The NFL offseason has reached its conclusion, and as training camps approach, it's time to evaluate which teams had a successful offseason and position themselves as serious Super Bowl contenders. In determining these rankings, factors such as cap space, draft capital, and overall team strategy were taken into account. One team that had a promising offseason in terms of draft capital was the Detroit Lions. With 4 picks in the first 2 rounds, they had ample opportunity to improve their roster. However, it's worth noting that their team hasn't made as much progress as it could have. On the flip side, the Miami Dolphins had an outstanding offseason, extracting the most value out of their moves. They made a fantastic trade, acquiring cornerback Jalen Ramsey from the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for a 3rd-round pick and tight end Hunter Long. Ramsey, a 6-time Pro Bowler and 3-time first-team All-Pro, is still considered one of the best cornerbacks in the league, despite a disappointing 2022 season with the Rams. The Dolphins also bolstered their defensive personnel and coordinator, making them a more formidable team heading into the 2023 season. As a result, they have firmly positioned themselves as Super Bowl contenders. For a comprehensive look at the rankings from best to worst, readers can check out the CBS Sports Cumulative Offseason Rankings. In another ranking by CBSSports.com, the focus shifts to kickers in the NFL. While the top spot is easily claimed by Justin Tucker, determining the next best kickers becomes more challenging. Only 10 kickers can make the list, leaving many deserving candidates as honorable mentions, including Tyler Bass, Evan McPherson, and Greg Zuerlein. Ranking at number 10 is Eddie Pinheiro of the Carolina Panthers. Pinheiro has quietly established himself as one of the most accurate kickers in the NFL over the past 2 seasons. In 2022, he boasted an impressive 94.3% field goal conversion rate, the 2nd highest in the league. Pinheiro's accuracy extends further back, as he has made 95.3% of his field goal attempts since the start of the 2021 season, making him the most accurate kicker during that time period. His stellar performance helped the Panthers end their season on a high note with a game-winning kick against the Saints. At number 9, we have Jason Myers of the Seattle Seahawks. Myers has consistently been a reliable kicker throughout his NFL career, which began in 2015. His track record of success has earned him recognition and a spot on this list. As the offseason continues, CBSSports.com will continue to rank each position group in the NFL, providing fans with a comprehensive look at the league's top players. Shifting gears, the article also discusses the best duos in the NFL, encompassing both players and coaches. The criteria for inclusion in this list include playing or coaching on the same side of the ball, contributing to their team's offensive or defensive success, and being the two best players or coaches in their respective roles. It's important to note that only one duo per team can make the list. Leading the list of duos is Justin Herbert and Austin Ekeler of the Los Angeles Chargers. Ekeler's versatility as a runner and receiver makes him the focal point of the Chargers' offense, while Herbert's ability to minimize mistakes and make big plays amplifies the team's efficiency. Another duo worth highlighting is Aaron Donald and Raheem Morris from the Los Angeles Rams. Donald, widely regarded as the best defensive player in the league, consistently disrupts opposing offenses and demands double teams. Morris, the Rams' defensive coordinator, has played a significant role in maximizing Donald's impact and creating a dominant defensive unit. The third duo on the list features Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid of the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, the reigning Super Bowl MVP, possesses exceptional talent and the ability to make any throw on the field. Reid, the Chiefs' head coach, is renowned for his innovative offensive schemes and play calling. Together, Mahomes and Reid have formed a dynamic partnership that has propelled the Chiefs to multiple Super Bowl appearances. Other notable duos mentioned in the article include Tom Brady and Bruce Arians of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Lamar Jackson and Greg Roman of the Baltimore Ravens, and Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury of the Arizona Cardinals. In conclusion, this article evaluates the NFL team's off-season success and their positioning as Super Bowl contenders. It highlights the impact of key acquisitions, upgrades, and strategic moves made by teams during the off-season. Additionally, it recognizes the top kickers in the league and delves into the best duos, comprising both players and coaches, and their contributions to their team's success. Podcast host. And that wraps up another thrilling episode of 4-Year Starter. We hope you all enjoyed the game plan today, because we sure did. Co-host. Absolutely, what a matchup it was. We dove deep into the world of sports, dissecting the strategies, analyzing the plays, and celebrating the triumphs of those incredible athletes who give it their all on the field. Podcast host. That's right. We covered everything from the nail-biting moments of the Super Bowl to the heart-pounding action of the World Cup. We even got up close and personal with some of the biggest stars in the game, hearing their inspiring stories of perseverance and dedication. Co-host, it's been an exhilarating journey, my friend. We've laughed, we've cried, we've shouted with excitement, and we've marveled at the sheer athleticism displayed by these remarkable individuals. Podcast host, we want to take a moment to thank all of our listeners for tuning in every week. Your support means the world to us, and we couldn't do it without you. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just starting to explore the world of sports, we hope you found something to ignite your passion and keep you coming back for more. Co-host, absolutely. And speaking of coming back for more, don't forget to follow us on social media. Join our team on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to stay up to date with all the latest sports news, behind-the-scenes moments, and exclusive interviews. Podcast host. That's right, folks. We're building a community of passionate sports enthusiasts, and we want you to be a part of it. So hit that follow button, join the conversation, and let's keep the spirit of sports alive and thriving. Co-host. And remember, tomorrow is a brand new day, which means another exciting episode of 4-Year Starter is just around the corner. So mark your calendars, set your alarms, and get ready to dive back into the thrilling world of sports with us. Podcast host. Until then, folks, keep the fire burning in your hearts, keep cheering for your favorite teams, and keep dreaming big. Sports have a way of bringing us together, and we're grateful to be a part of your journey. Co-host. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll catch you next time on 4-Year Starter. Podcast host, good night, and game on.